Another really great tool out there that realtors can use, especially if you're in the Bexar County, South Texas area, is called the Courthouse Retrieval System. So I'm going to show you how to get to it. Again, you're in your Save More MLS San Antonio Board of Realtors, or you can just search Courthouse Retrieval System and log in with the same login. And then you're going to go down here, the same thing under Tools, right here, Courthouse Retrieval CRS. Now, when this opens up, as you can see the counties, here are all the counties that it can cover. So it's quite a few different counties, quite a bit in there. I'm just gonna, pick whatever counties I want to work. I'm gonna randomly pick this top house. I don't know if it's good or bad. We hope that it is. We can take a look at it. If not, you would actually put in the property or the subdivision, like it says, or the owner name, or the parcel ID, MLS number, any of those can find a property. And then you can do it. Another part will be the prospecting part. We're going to have to do that in a different video to show you how to get free mailing lists from here. But right now we're going to be in property search. And then I'm going to just put in a property. So for example, I'll do 132 Shelton Pass. There we go. And I'm just randomly picking that. I just helped an agent. Look at that. So this one's out here in this area of town. As you can see, here's the address. Here's the subdivision right here, which is a great way to find the subdivision. That's in Guadalupe County. And here's the owner's name, Meritage Home. So it's a new home built by Meritage. And as you can tell, so many square feet. Here's the ID number. And the good thing about this, if you go down, it shows you who the owner is. Now, if it's passed between people, say someone bought the house, in that case, it will usually have a number amount, and it also has the taxes. Right now, it's just being reappraised for not just land, but also improvements because it's a new house. I can also come down here and see that it is here's the square feet again. They don't have the beds and bath updated yet because it's a new house. Usually would have the beds and bath and all the other information. The other really important thing you can go is go to the bottom, and it shows you who the internet access is and who the carriers are. And not only that, but it also show you if it's in a flood zone. I'm actually going to come back to the top here to home and pick a different house. I'm just going to grab this one because I want something. Well, this looks like a new home as well. I don't want a new home. Let me see if that's a new home or not. Well, this one's fine. It has a different owner, so we're fine. It's not Lennar anymore. So again, this is a new home he showed you. So then you can see the warranty deed, who bought it, all that. It was owned by Lennar, was bought in 2021. It has the appraised value. It does have the homestead on it. See, here are the owners. You can see this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2383. And if you go to the bottom, I wanted to show you before, the flood risk says minimal. What it means when you have a minimal flood risk is there's no flood risk. And then if you wanted to see like the map, if you click on that link and open it, it'll pull up that area of town. And then you can actually pull up the flood zone. So you can see there is some flood zone area in there, but it's more along this little runoff. That's like their drainage ditch. So this home isn't, but if you get closer in, that there's another property you were looking to look at. See, for example, the very end of these people's properties may be on the edge of the flood zone, or they may just be out of it with the property line. Looks like it might be just outside of it, because here's the creek tributary. So this way you can kind of get a good easy way. So again, I went to the bottom, looked up flood, opened up the map to kind of see what's going on. That's one of the great things you can do. I'm going to go back up to the top. If you're back up to the top, you can also go here and look at comparables, and you just go, I find it easier to go quick CMA. And what you can do here when you open that is you'll see it gives you a rough value at first. You go here under the map. If it has a red line, that means there's too many comparables. I'm going to change this to same subdivision and just leave last 12 months just to see what we got. So I still have 9. So I could do last 6 months, see kind of where I'm at. It's only 1, so I'm probably going to go to 9. Okay, I have 8. I'll keep with that. So I'm going to go back up above. So here's the subject property in this part of the subdivision. Here's all the other homes that have sold. So based on the average sale price and tax appraised ratio, but this, if you notice here for number of bedrooms, it could be, this is a 4-bedroom, so it says plus or minus 1, so it could be 5 or 3. So I want only 4, so I'm going to go do exact match. And now when I update it, it still gives me 8, but I know that they're 4-bedroom. And this gives me a good idea, average sale price and average cost per square feet. So this home could be right around 330 to 370 on the tax record area. So again, you want to do a real MLS CMA to see where everything is, but this gives you just a good idea. And I like to do these here. They give you the quick idea because it lets you quickly see what's out there, kind of take care of what's on the market and get a good chance and see what's there. Kind of take a look at it. Now, the other thing you can do here is go to facts and figures. And I can go, some of the better ones that I like are the demographics. And then it breaks down, like there's the area out here, out Petrenko area. It shows you what's happening for male, females live in the area, what the average income is by the percent. And it also shows you the education level. So this area is interesting, where most people in that area has them over half have a bachelor's or a bachelor's of science or a bachelor's of arts. And even 22% of that have graduate degrees. So you can see the large majority are educated in this area, and the large majority make 100,000 plus a year. And then you can come down here and see how many cars. Most people have 2 cars. And you can also see management professionals is who most people work in this area. And there's mostly owners, there's some renters, but not as much. And all this data, you can see tons. There's a lot of 3 and 4 bedrooms, more 4 bedrooms than anything else. And then you can see move-in year when people were moving in, and it gives you the graphs of all this. This gives you a lot of great information when you're looking to target market an area to like farm. It sets you up with all that. And now if I skip down to the other one, which is the subdivision info, which is really good as well. Those are probably some of the 2 most useful in my opinion. The other ones you can play with. I don't use them as much. So this lets you know that the median price or what it is in the last 2 years, this takes the last 2 years of water wheel, which where that home is. It's 250, 260. You can see there's over 1,500 homes in the subdivision, and there's a 3-year turnaround because there's a lot of new homes. So this, if I was going to advertise a subdivision, I might pick water wheel for first-time home buyers or people who are looking to move up from selling their first home. Both of those would work and kind of set us up to make it a little bit easier. So there's some really great things that the Courthouse Retrieval can do. I'm not going to worry about this other, like the schools, give you all the schools. Traffic is kind of fun. If you open the traffic report, what this does, I'll just show it to you real quick. If you're wondering what's happening in the area, you can scroll in, like for example, here's San Antonio. And then if I kind of go out here, towards Petrenko, here's 1604. Here's some of the bigger roads out here. I think water wheel's out in this area. So you can see this shows you there's on average, this is how many people are traveling the road per month, all this kind of crazy stuff. It gives you all that great data from the traffic report. So this helps you if I wanted to know what's a good one for a lot of traffic so I can do a business, do things like that. Will there be enough traffic out here? There's a lot of traffic. You can see in this area, 19,000. It slows down when you get farther out, when you get in the country. But a lot of people, like Redbird Ranch is great. A lot of people live out in Redbird. So this is a lot of really fun information. You get a lot of data from this, and this can really help you know which market to pick. Hope that helped, and you continue to get the great deals.